This video is to explain how to view the SLOR or the SLOR reports for chairs and coordinators. This is very helpful when you're gathering data for accreditation purposes. So the first thing that you want to do is log into My Southwest. When you log into My Southwest, when you see all your icons over here on the left, there's going to be 4 icons that I want to point out to you. The most important ones for viewing reports are the SLOR. See that blue R in the background? One is for faculty, and this allows them to see the results for their course sections. And then there's the department chair and coordinators as well as department chair. This is the one you're going to focus on. I want to make sure that you don't accidentally click the SLO icons down here at the bottom. These are for the test itself, for the SLO test, which assesses the student's knowledge of those student learning outcomes for the course. Once the student has been tested or assessed on that, the data from all the sections for a particular course gets passed over to the report, which makes it kind of handy. So I'm going to click on the SLOR department chair icon, which is going to take me to this screen. And for the purpose of this video, I've chosen to simulate Patsy Fancher's access into this. So the first thing that the department chair is going to see is a list of the academic years to which they have access. If you're a new department chair, but of course you're being asked for results from past years, then please just ask me. I will be glad to go back and give you access to whatever years you need access to. Please do specify the years so that I know which ones. I'm going to focus on the most current reporting year that we have at this time. The reports are done at the end of the academic year. Okay, so not in December, for example, but at the end of the academic year. So I'm going to click on this 2018-2019. Now, the department chair, whoever that department chair may be, should see the subjects that they are over. So if you're the business department chair, you would see, BUSN as one of your subjects and maybe other subjects. If you are the engineering chair, then you might see, what is one, CPET or something like that, all those things listed here. So this will differ based on the department chair. Now, as I look at that and I look across, you can see how many courses, not sections, but how many different courses there are with this particular subject. It does not mean that there are tests associated with this, and if there's no test, there's no data, so it's really not set up in our system. For example, speech, this is, I'll show you really quickly. This is the speech 0001, which is kind of a placeholder course, so there's nothing set up for that. But I did want to put your mind to rest on that speech course because, of course, as we know, it's now COM, right, that we are all familiar with. So as I come across, this is what you're interested in, the SLOR report. And I'm going to use this 2019 COM. And the common mistake that people make is when they open this window, you might just initially see something like this. And you say, where is the data? There's no data. This is not what I'm looking for. But it's a summary, and it's a very nice summary because it tells you the course, and it tells you if it was offered. And of course, these courses are not going to be offered. And it tells you who the lead faculty is. Now, for our system purposes, the lead faculty is the person who has reporting responsibilities in this particular system. So some departments rotate that around. Some people have it as their coordinator, whatever works best for your department. I do see, as I continue down, COM 2025, Fundamentals of Communication, was assessed, which means that there is an SLO exam that gave data into this reporting system. So that's kind of cool. Now I'm making the window bigger. once I scroll past this summary, I'll begin to see the reports. Now, if there's nothing set up, don't worry, it just, it's going to appear blank, but scroll down. Very, very important, scroll down. I'm going to go down here. Okay, here is COM 2025, and here's the way the report works. We start out with the very first SLO, and there are always 5 in our system. Not 4, not 3, not 2, not 1, not 10, not 27, not 15, not 12, always 5. Here's the first one. Analyze and evaluate oral and or written expression, right? State that objective. Next, we're going to set a benchmark of success. Usually it's about 70%. You can make it 75, you can make it 80. The lead faculty for the course types in this objective. The lead faculty for the course also types this benchmark in. So their benchmark here is that 70% of the students will achieve this outcome by successful completion of 2 out of 3 goal-related questions in the online SLO exam. Okay, so how did they come out over here? Well, here is the data that the online SLO test fed into the report. And it shows both for the fall semester and for the spring semester. And it shows the percentage both overall, and then it's going to break it down, but overall for each semester. Now, we're in the process of adding some additional information, which is how many students actually took the test. So 519 out of 714 students actually took the test. And that's just kind of good to know. And that's a real good number. Okay, I mean, you might want to work to increase it if you want, but that's a good number. Now, were there hybrid offerings? None that were reported in the fall. For online, the results for online were 90%, and that is something accrediting bodies like to look at the online in particular. And then here's traditional. Okay, here's traditional. And again, you can see underneath each one it's saying how many students, what was the sample. And it says that for the spring as well. And it gives you that data for each objective. What was the percentage overall? What was the percentage hybrid, the percentage online for objective 2? How many students actually took the test? And it does that for all 5 objectives, measuring the percentage of students that successfully completed 2 out of 3 goal-related questions. When we have that data, the lead faculty, in this case it would be Lisa Coleman, but there are lots of different lead faculties, looks at those results and said, how are we going to use those results? And she's put those answers here. You might be putting greater emphasis on a subject. You might be changing textbooks and monitoring. You might be adding an assignment or changing an assignment, something like that. So she's given some really nice explanations here. And that's really the gist of it. Now down here at the bottom, it does say that it does provide a little graph to allow you to very quickly look at some results. And for each SLO 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it shows you how they're doing in both the fall and the spring semesters. Right? So just a little snapshot, so that you can know. I hope this is helpful for for your reporting purposes. If you're not getting access to something that you need, let me know, and I will try to work to resolve it. Thank you very much.